Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes.
Good
So,
morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
you know natural numbers. So, tell me which are natural numbers?
One, two, three,
Yes, the
four,
numbers
five, six.
which starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are continuously, these are natural numbers. So, what we denote for them? Which alphabet we denote for natural numbers?
Ma'am, N.
Capital N, yes, very good. So capital N is denoted for natural numbers, okay? And what are whole numbers?
Ma'am, W. Capital W.
Yes. W for whole numbers and whole numbers starts
Ma'am, it
from
starts from zero.
yes, starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So which is the smallest natural number?
Zero.
Natural number.
Ma'am, one.
1. And smallest whole number?
Zero.
0. Okay, so we saw these things that day. Again, properties. Okay, we were seeing properties of whole numbers. So, properties are there for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so we will see those properties in detail. So, first property of whole number of addition. First is properties of addition. So in addition, first property is closure property. Which property? Closure property. So in this, closure property is the sum of two whole numbers is always the whole number. Means A plus B is equal to C. Means A also is whole number, B also is whole number, and whatever answer, whatever sum we are getting, that is also we will get as a whole number only. Means for example, 2 plus 3 is equal to
Five.
5. So 5 is what?
Ma'am, a whole number.
Yes, pi is also a whole number. So, here this is a closure property that the sum of two whole numbers is always a whole number. Okay? Got it? Closure property?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, commutative.
Yes. Second property is commutative property. Yes, tell me commutative property.
The sum of two whole numbers remains the same if the order of numbers change. If the order of
Yes.
numbers change.
That means you have learned about order property. So it is same. Commutative and order property is same. That means if you change the order in addition, if you change the order of the numbers, that is A plus B or B plus A, your sum is going to be same only.
Same.
2 plus 3 is same as 3 plus
3 plus 2.
yes. So this is commutative property. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Next.
Associative.
Next.
Associative.
Yes. Third property is
Associative property.
associative property. So associative property is same as the grouping property what we saw. Okay.
And 3. The sum of
Yes.
three whole numbers remains the same.
The sum of three whole numbers. If three whole numbers are there, and if we group,
C plus C plus C.
if we group any two numbers, means if we group A plus B or if we group B plus C, we are going to get the sum same. Okay, so that is if 2 plus 3 plus 5, it is 10 only, or 2 plus 3 plus 5, that is 8 plus 2, it is 10 only. So sum is going to be same only. So associative property is the sum of the three whole numbers remain same if the groups are changed. Okay? So till here we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
seen associative property, commutative and the closure property. Okay, any doubt till here? No ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so now we will see our next property, that is identity element.
Amen.
That means if zero is added to any number, if zero is added to any whole number, what we are going to get? Sum as what we are going to get sum if zero is added to any number?
Ma'am, sum.
What sum?
Ma'am,
The number itself.
that only we will get.
Yes, the number itself. If you add zero with any whole number, zero is also a whole number. If you add zero, what we are going to get? Sum as the number itself. Okay, so the identity element is if zero is added to any whole number, the sum remains the same. Means you will get the sum as number itself. Okay, this is identity property. All understood the properties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these four properties are there: closure property, commutative property, associative and identity element. So these are four properties for addition. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we will see. Now this zero identity element, it is also called as additive identity also. It is also called as additive or identity property. Okay. Now we will see properties of subtraction. This was for addition. Now we will see for subtraction.
Subtraction.
Now for subtraction, the first property we are having is
Closure property.
closure property. Now you tell me how in addition, if you add any two whole numbers, we were getting the whole number. In subtraction, you will get same?
No, ma'am.
No, because the difference of the two whole numbers it will not be always, the difference of two whole numbers will not be always the whole number. Sometimes you will get a negative number also, because whenever a is greater, means the first number is greater, then only you are going to get the whole number. Means 5. If a is 5, 5 minus 3. If it is 5 minus 3,
Ma'am, 2.
2. So 2 is a whole number. But if a is smaller number, we are not going to get here a whole number. We will get here a negative number, minus 2. That is integers. That we are going to learn about these integers afterwards. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here whenever a is greater, that time only we are going to get a whole number. So always we are not going to get a whole number. So this closure property does not follow does not holds for this subtraction. Okay, closure property does not holds for all the sums. Only when this number is greater, first number is greater, that time only closure property will be hold. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next is commutative property.
We taught it.
No, this is for subtraction. We are doing this for subtraction. It is little different, like that. For all addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, you are having same names. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now commutative property. We will see that commutative property, it will hold for this subtraction also or not. Okay, we'll see that. Commutative properties, if A and B are two whole numbers, then A minus B. Now, if A and B are two whole numbers, A minus B or B minus A, it will be same. It will be same. Means 4 minus 3 or 3 minus 4, you will get same answer?
No, ma'am.
No. So, for subtraction, this commutative property also it will not hold. It will, this closure property also and commutative also, it will not come in this subtraction. Okay, because here you can see we are not going to get the same answer. A minus B or B minus A. Here we are going to get different answers. That here we will get 1 and here it is minus 1. This is integer. Okay, it is negative number. Here we are getting positive number. Okay, so this closure, the commutative property also does not hold for this subtraction. Okay, understood two properties? Now we will see third property. We will see that it will third property also it is holding for this or not. Third property is yes, associative. So associative for three numbers. Same it is.
Ma'am, now A minus B bracket minus C.
Yes. And many are joining now. Okay, so associative property is if A, B and C are whole numbers, then A minus B minus C, they will be equal to this. You are going to get same answer. See,
No, ma'am.
5 minus 2 minus 3. 5 minus 2 minus 3. Or we will take here greater number. So,
No, ma'am.
5 minus 3 is
0.
so we are getting same answer?
No, ma'am.
No. So this associative property also does not hold for subtraction. Subtraction is not holding this closure property also, commutative also and associative also. Okay. Next is property of 0. Property of 0 is if we subtract 0 from any number, what we are going to get?
The number itself.
The number itself. So in subtraction we are holding only the property of 0. All three properties are no, subtraction doesn't hold. It doesn't comes in this subtraction. Okay, it doesn't allow. Closure property, commutative and associative. So in your this MCQs and all in such questions and all like this, question can come in subtraction, will hold which properties and all. So if associate closure subtraction will not hold, so if options are there in that, you should know that it doesn't hold closure property also, commutative also, associative also. Okay? So understood addition and subtraction properties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will see properties.
Property of 0.
0 over no. closure property, it holds for addition also and for multiplication also. It doesn't hold for subtraction. Okay, these basic things we are doing this because it is important to solve the more other complicated examples and all. So you should know this. In higher classes and all, these properties are used. So we are doing this. You may be thinking same we are doing, but these are basic things. You should know this. Okay? Then only in higher classes you can solve the sums property, because the properties are used there to solve the big sums. Properties are used. Okay, so you should keep in mind, you should remember which property holds for what, for addition, for subtraction, for multiplication or for division. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So properties of multiplication. Now first same property, it is closure property. So closure property, it holds for multiplication. That is, if A and B are two whole numbers, then the product is also a whole number only. So this is closure property. Next property is also same, commutative. Can you tell me commutative property will hold for multiplication?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because A into B and B into A will be same only. Only here signs are changing. See, we are seeing the same, but only the sign. But depending on the sign, your answer will come. So 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. We are going to get same. Yes. That means the commutative property, it holds for multiplication also. Okay. Next property is
Associative property.
So can you tell me associative property, it will hold for multiplication?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because associative property is grouping property. A into B into C or A into B into C. We are going to get same product, same answer. So 2 into 3, if we group this, or if we group this. Here, Adarsh, what happened? 6 into 5, 30 and 30. So we are going to get same answer. That means here for why you are following? Here this property holds for this associative property holds for multiplication also. So our next property is identity. Now for addition and subtraction, we there only 4 properties were there. Here 5 properties are there. That is multiplication identity and multiplication property of 0 also. Now you know identity means here when any whole number is multiplied with 1, what you are going to get? Answer as the product as number itself. Number itself. That means if any whole number is multiplied with 1, we are going to get a whole number only. So the multiplicative identity also holds for this multiplication. Next is 0. Now when you multiply any whole number with 0,
Answer will be
0 only. Answer will be 0 only. So this is the 0 property. That is any whole number when it will be multiplied with 0, it gives the product as 0 only. Okay. So this is property, multiplicative property of 0. Okay, so here we saw now properties of addition, subtraction and multiplication. Now we will see next properties of division. We will see that division will hold which properties, okay?
Ma'am, first one property is closure property.
Yes, all are having same properties. So first property is closure property. So can you tell me if A and B are whole numbers, then A divided by B is always we are going to get a whole number or not?
Yes, ma'am.
See, if 12 divided by 2 is
Ma'am,
6.
6.
6 is a whole number? 6 is, yes. But 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2, what it is? It is a whole number? No, it is which number then? What it is?
Ma'am, it is
Fraction. So, here, this closure property always it doesn't hold for this division, because always we are not going to get a whole number. Sometimes you will get a integer, negative number also, or sometimes you will get a fractional number or decimal number also. Okay, so closure property will not hold for subtraction also, and it will not hold for division also. Okay. Next is commutative property. Now commutative property is A divided by B is same as B divided by A. No, because always it will not be same. Means 6 divided by 2 or 2 divided by 6. We are not going to get the same answer, same question. Here smaller number is there. We are going to get in decimal answer. So always we are not going to get the same question. So this commutative property also will not hold for division like subtraction. Okay, so here you can see addition and multiplication holds all the properties, but subtraction and division doesn't hold all properties. Okay, they are same. Next property is associative. Is associative property holds? Tell me, associative property will hold A divided by B divided by C, or A divided by C. It also doesn't hold. Yes, that means if A, B, C are whole numbers, the associative property does not hold good for the whole numbers. Okay, you will not get the same answer. Same answer, that is the whole number. Now next is property of 0. Now property of 0 is if A is divided by 0, what you are going to get? 0 is divided by A. When 0 is divided by A, you will get 0. But if A is divided by 0, see, when 0 is divided by A, you will get 0 answer. This is correct. But if any number is divided, any whole number is divided by 0, it is undefined. You will not get any answer. Undefined. That is meaningless. You are not going to get any answer. Okay, this you have to remember that when any number is divided by 0, we will get the answer as 0. But when 0 is divided from any number, it is undefined. That means 6 divided by 0. We can't get lost. You can't divide 6 by 0. But 0 you can divide by 6, because 0, 0, zeros are you will get. Okay, so you should remember when any number is divided by 0, answer will be 0. But 0 cannot be divided by any number. You should remember this. Okay? So these are the properties of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division on whole numbers. So here addition and division, addition and multiplication holds all the properties. That is closure property, commutative, associative. You should know which is the closure property, the statements. You should know that. Which is the associative. So, which is commutative. Commutative means it is same as order property. Associative, it is same as the grouping property. And then identity property, then zero property. Okay, the statements you should learn. You should know that. So here for subtraction and division all properties will not hold. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Apeksha, now she is joining. Okay. Now here some things you have to remember, important things. That is the product of a whole number and 0 is 0. These things you should remember. The product of a whole number and 0 is always 0. Next, 0 divided by any number. 0 divided by any number is 0 and a divided by 0 is undefined. You will not get any answer, meaningless. Next, any number divided by 1. What we are going to get? Same number. Okay, so these things you should remember, basic things. So all understood about the properties?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me which properties you saw. First property is closure. Second property is closure, commutative, associative, zero and identity. Okay, so these are the properties. Any doubt in properties? Okay. Now next we'll see the distributive property. Distributive. Now we have seen some examples where we can distribute. Like for example 213. How you can write? We can distribute that. 200 plus 10 plus 3. We can expand, no? Okay, so it is same as the distributive property. It is same. So when we are solving the examples by distributing them, by separating them, that is distributive property. So this just to understand properly, I have told you this example. Okay, so what is distributive property? Here multiplication distributes over addition. So this property here in this, the multiplication also and addition together it will come. Means A, B plus C. This is distributive property. Means here multiplication is over addition. You will have such examples where multiplication is over addition. Means both will be there. So here bracket is there. So bracket is there means here any sign is not there. That means if any sign is not there means here multiplication will be there always. Whenever bracket is there and any sign is not there means always you have to multiply that. So this distributive property, first property is multiplication over addition. Means here when we are removing the bracket, what will come? A is multiplied with B. Here nothing is there means multiplication, you should remember. So A is multiplied with B plus A is multiplied with C also. So this is distributive property of multiplication over addition. Understood this first property?
Yes, ma'am.
That, see it, carefully understand. This property is distributive property. Means we are distributing. Here it is together, we are distributing them, we are separating. So this is distributive property. First property, that is distributive property of multiplication over addition. That is when, like this example is there, where A multiplied with B plus C. So here in bracket B plus C is there, we have to distribute, separate. So A will be multiplied with B also and A will be multiplied with C also. So A multiply with B plus A multiply with C. Got this property?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next property you are having the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. When here subtraction sign is there. Here that also same. A is multiplied with B minus, here whichever sign is there that will come. A is again multiplied with C. Means whenever we are removing the bracket, here if any sign is not there means this number is multiplied. So here you have to multiply these two and the next number also. So A is multiplied with B minus A is also multiplied with C.
By C.
Understood both the distributive properties?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So these properties, distributive properties are the multiplication properties
Yes, ma'am.
over addition and subtraction. Okay.